Hey guys, it's Nick the Booksmith. Welcome back to my channel. And today I thought I would do a quick DIY for those of you who are maybe looking for some different ways to tag your art, whether it could be books, or if you make journals, or maybe you make other types of crafts. Maybe you sew, maybe you scrapbook. So a way that you can label your artwork or sign your artwork will be with like fabric tags, and you can actually get them printed. You can go to companies that will print fabric tags for you, or they will print like rolls of ribbon for you, which I've done that before. But this is just something kind of quick and dirty that anybody can do for the most part. It's got some pretty simple ingredients, so let's just go through that real quick. So what I like to do is I get some freezer paper, and it has a smooth side and that's coated with some kind of a waxy plastic, and then it has just the paper side. So, oh, that was noisy. So I just take a piece of that and I cut it down to just a regular copy paper size, 8.5 by 11, or if you live overseas, it's a little different than that. And I take a piece of just cheap quilting cotton, and I iron a piece of that onto the coated side, the waxy side, because that's the side that will adhere to your fabric, okay? And then I just cut around it so that we have a piece of paper on this side, and then on this side we have our fabric. Now, I'm going to run this through my printer, and I suggest an inkjet because laser printers lay down a powder toner, and that will rub off your fabric. But inkjets are pretty bulletproof. It ends up being a lot better. And I'll show you, because I'm just going to print my logos out, and I'll show you what mine look like. But you can also stamp on them. Kind of like when we were making washi tape, you can stamp on them and turn them into tags. So I will go put this in my machine, my printer real quick, and I'll show you what that looks like. So here's what those look like. And those are my this is my logo. But if you don't have a logo, if you don't have a logo stamp, I do have one somewhere. Oh, here it is. So I had a stamp made from Etsy. It was Blue Rhino. I'm not even sure if she's working anymore. She did great stamps. But you can have a stamp made with your logo on it. Different people on Etsy do that. But also if you have your initials, or, there's all kinds of things, right? So you can just stamp on there as well. So let's just do, you could probably use stays on, that would probably work really well. So I'm going to do an N for Nick and a B for Booksmith. And we'll do a leaf. Do a little leaf next to it. So you can just, keep on a stamping, and you could make little areas so that you'll be able to, I'll do that one cattywampus, how's that? So what I would like to do is take a pair of pinking shears and cut along the edges. Let's see how straight I am with pinking shears, right? Oh my goodness. Probably not very. I'm gonna just say that right now. Probably not very straight. Try not to muck up half the labels in the middle here. But you know, the pinking shears are nice because they help with ravelly fabric, and this quilting cotton is super ravelly. Yeah, that wasn't straight. Okay, and then we'll just cut them apart. Boom. Wow, Nick, dude. And then you can peel off the paper. Maybe, I don't have any fingernails. There we go. Just like that, and you have a little tag, and you can fold it in half and sew it into the middle of a signature if you'd like, or, you know, just glue it in the back, or staple it to something. I don't know. Aren't they cute though? Just an easy way to make a little, hey, this is what I did. You could even do little made with love, or, but it's kind of cool to do it on fabric, right? Instead of just paper. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Okay, so that was my little quick little, hey, I'm still alive, little DIY project. So I was supposed to do a video last week. Remember I told you I was going to be back unless something happened? Well, I got, my whole life got kiboshed, bamboozled, waylaid. The UPS man did not deliver on time, for one thing. So they, you know, they say they give you the window, right? The window where they're gonna, you know, deliver, if you're lucky. And I had a window, and they were so off on the window. The window, there wasn't even a window anymore. It was just, it was ridiculous. So that didn't happen. And then what had happened is I had, okay, so let me just tell you the whole, you know, sad sob story. So you guys know that I'd gotten that old Singer off of Craigslist, and I actually oiled it up and filmed that. So if anybody wants to see that, I will put that up. I'm not sure how many people are actually interested on how to oil up a sewing machine, but I did film it just in case. And I also got an older Kenmore sewing machine from the 70s, and it was an online auction that I won, and it was a rockin' good deal. And when I got it, it is like pristine. Like, you would almost swear that it came new out of the box. I mean, it's just like, it's like nobody used it, which, you know, you never know what you're gonna get on an online auction, right? Which brings me to the next part of my sob story, my huge sobby story. So Friday, when the UPS man got here with, I'm not a hoarder, sewing machine number 3, because this is what happened. This is what happened. I had put bids on a couple of different auctions, and, you know, just kind of walked away, and I won them both. I guess nobody else wanted them, so I won them both. I did not pay much for them, so please don't think that, you know, I'm just Miss Moneybags here, just throwing money all over, you know, eBay, or, yeah, that is not how it works. But, so when it got here on Friday, and I hefted the box into the house, I could tell that whoever packed the sewing machine did a really poor job at it, and you could just feel it inside, okay? So when I got the Kenmore, what they had done, I'm gonna back up a little bit. You guys are like, oh, in my face. I'm sorry, guys. When I got the Kenmore, it had a case with it, you know, the old original case. And they had actually put bubble wrap around the sewing machine, then put the case on it so it was like solid inside the case. Then they locked the case, and then they put the whole thing into another box, and it was bubble wrapped inside of that. So it was like nothing was moving, okay? Nothing was moving. Well, whoever did the one I got on Friday, basically it didn't have its own case like it should have come with. It was basically just a generic suitcase that whoever owned it previously had just used an old suitcase to keep it in, okay? So it wasn't like there was like foam made for it that it fits into. No. So they did not pad the sewing machine inside the suitcase. They did like put the suitcase in the box and fill it with like, you know, the styrofoam peanuts and stuff. But it really didn't matter because the sewing machine was like inside the suitcase, the little suitcase it came in. So, needless to say, it did not arrive in very good condition. There are parts that were broken off of it, the front dial, stitch selector, and reverse button was jammed, and I opened up the top of the machine to kind of see what was going on from the inside, and like the whole screw mount that holds on the stitch selector like had cracked. So it's not like I could just put a screw back in it because the screw mount was cracked and broken. So, you know, a 1970s machine, good luck on finding the, you know, inside parts for that, right? Or a backup machine just for parts. It's like, it's not worth it. So don't worry, I did call the people, I sent them pictures, and it was an as-is auction, but I'm thinking it's as-is before they shipped it poorly to me. That's not my fault. They can't, you know, package things correctly. So that's how I got waylaid. We were gonna have a sew-off. All three machines, the Singer, the Kenmore, and the broken one I got, we were gonna have a good old-fashioned tractor pull sew-off. Well, that didn't happen because the third machine is broken. Irreparably, I'm assuming. And I don't know if it's worth it to have somebody fix it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, that's my story, and it's sad. But that's what happened to me. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It's like, seriously? Yep, this would only happen to me. And all of you out there going, nope, nope, that would definitely happen to me too. Oh, I had these. You could also use, these are like just some little stamps. I think I got these at Michael's for like $1.50 or $2. And you could do your own name on there too. So, let's see. The sale at Etsy and Teachable both started today. That will run through Friday midnight, my midnight. So you have all week. And let's see. I promise I'm getting to I have some messages, so I'm getting to those. So if you are one of the people that has messaged me, I'm coming. Let me think. Oh, I'm working on a new set of journals. I was able to put up the Cabinet of Curiosities and the Poet's Journal on Saturday, but because Friday I got waylaid and then Saturday, because kind of, you know, it just messed up Saturday too, I wasn't able to get them all finished to get listed. So that's what I'm working on this week. Here is one of them. They're all going to have different titles. This one is Delusions of Grandeur, Volume 3. I've got a whole list of different titles, and these are made with my hand marbled paper, but they're just semi-naked. They're just, you know, journaling books. They are hardcover. They're all going to be a little bit different, but they're all going to have kind of maybe some little quirky titles, you know. I've got a whole list of them. I couldn't sleep one night and I just started writing down stuff. It's like, what kind of a journal would I write in? Definitely this one. Definitely Delusions of Grandeur. But I have several, so I'm working on those. And is that it? Is that it? I am going to be starting a new journal with me. Since it is going to be a new year, I thought I should get a journal made so that we can do, you know, journal with me on a, you know, fairly routine basis. I'm not real good at being routine at anything. I'm not good at scheduling anything. So yeah. So that's coming up, and a couple more DIYs. I had some questions that people were asking about my laser printer. It's just an old cheapy, you know, it's a laser printer, but it doesn't copy, it doesn't fax, it doesn't scan or anything. It's just a printer. It is a Brother. I'll put a link down in the bottom. It's a Brother. It is a color laser, but it's not like a wicked expensive over the top anything. It's just a color laser. And I have had it for, I think, a year or nearly a year, and I have yet to change the toner in it. So that's pretty good, right? I mean, it hasn't even run out of toner yet. All right, I think that's it. I was trying to think if there were some other questions. I'm not getting to them. My brain's a little dead. I didn't sleep good last night, so you know how that is. When you don't sleep good, your brain's dead. All right, guys, I will be back really soon, I promise. If you would like to see the oiling the sewing machine video, it's not real long. I can put that up if you guys need to see that. Basically, oiling up a sewing machine, as far as the older ones are considered, you know, the older ones, it's basically all the same premise. It's a process, but it's basically just a similar process. No matter what brand it is, it's kind of all the same. So if you guys want to see that, I will put that up. And I will be back really soon. I promise. I promise. I hope everybody is having a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.